City Council meeting of the City of Cherokee Village, July 17, 2025, to order, please. If you don't care to stand and join with me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Recognize a moment of silence, please.
Harrison. Here. Rachel Cannon. Here. Thompson. Martin.
Here.
Jeff Cannon.
Here.
Lowe.
Here.
Ishmael.
Here.
Rowland. Here. Mayor Cook and Attorney in attendance.
Had a few minutes to look over tonight's agenda. I would like to, I need to add one item of new business, which would be the purchase of a used pickup truck for the street department. To be new business number one. Motion by Mr. Tatum to add new business number one, purchase of a pickup truck, used, pickup truck for the street department, seconded by Mr. Martin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Thank you.
I make a motion that we accept the agenda and the minutes as presented.
Kind of jumped ahead there. Motion by Mr. Martin, seconded by Mr. Tatum to approve the June 26, 2025 minutes as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like signs. Mr. Tatum would like to make a public comment.
I just want to thank everybody for the prayers and outpouring of love to our family, the loss we went through. I really want to thank the fire department for being there and the police department. I do want to apologize for our absence lately, but we just haven't been in the right mind to be able to execute our duties that we think we could with the right mind. But we're back and working our way back into it. I want to thank everybody again.
We are going to see you back in that meeting.
Good to see you all then. Thank you. Oh. Okay. We did approve the agenda, didn't we? Yeah. So we're good to go. We had correspondence. You care to read, Ms. Penny?
To Cherokee Village and City Hall. Chief of Police Monty Lane and entire staff of Cherokee Village. Police officers, all volunteers, all employees of the Tourist Information Center at Cherokee Village Town Center. We're very pleased with the celebration of the Cherokee birthday and anniversary. Recognizing historical information. Sincerely, Mr. and Mrs. Darrell Easton.
Thank you, Basins. Had a minute to look over the financial report. What I was doing, of course, like I said, I get the papers printed out, one of the things we do, so I can see kind of the trends in the sales tax and the turn-back, the sales use tax and the road tax. We're actually a little bit ahead of last year, about $3,500, I believe we are, over last year's income, so we're on track to be above projected income, which so holds true. We're just over halfway through the year. So. I didn't write a mayor's report this month. I got busy with a lot of stuff going on, personal stuff, but just off the top of my head, I'll do this off the cuff. I did receive notification from the highway department, the RDOT, Adam Watson, as the RDOT engineer over our project out here. He notified me Tuesday morning, I believe it was, that the construction company is going to try to complete most all the side work they have to do, what he called it, out of the highway work here at this bridge project, so they're gonna push the closure back to the 28th, which will be next Monday, not this upcoming Monday, but the next Monday. He said they're gonna push it back to the 28th, because he said they're gonna try their best to maybe not have the road closed as long as they did with the last bridge. He said, now they do, one of the things you're gonna run into on this project is, there will be 4 to 5 feet of fill. This side of the road, this bridge is gonna be built up 4 to 5 feet, where the other side was honestly about 1.5 feet. So there's gonna be a lot more fill, a lot more buildup over here. When that closes, he said they're gonna have the road closed signs, just past East Lake Shore Drive and Cherokee Road to Santee here in front of City Hall, so it'll affect the Flathead intersection. And he said not until the end he said they'll do their best to keep Santee here in front of the City Hall open. So just let everybody know, kind of be prepared, get your alternative routes down, figured out. Hopefully we're into a drier part of the season where we don't have to worry about the flooding waters. So we'll have multiple ways out of Flathead Drive. So I've been with the police department, street department, and the fire departments. They're getting all their contingencies back up. We're going to get the detour signs out, and we ask that when you detour around, if you're using the highway to go towards Hardy, to please use Sequoia Ridge Road, Hiawatha Drive, and Skyline Drive. They're the main roads that are wide enough for 2 vehicles to pass, and it's still in a residential area, but it's a less densely populated residential area that we can get you through. So, and just please remember to drive safe. I mean, these are residential neighborhoods that are not used to, 500 cars a day going through. They're smaller residential neighborhoods, so just please drive with due regard. And hopefully, if everything works out, like the highway department guy said, maybe we won't have the road closed as long as it was last time, because they're already pretty excited because the utilities are out of the way and they're not having to deal with the utilities. So, and also I want to thank all the A&P committee members, the people that was behind the scenes for the Thunder on Thunderbird on Friday, July the 4th, I believe. I mean, it was the first one. I mean, I don't remember, it's been a while since I remember the 4th of July being on a Friday, Saturday, holiday weekend, as they say, and I believe it was extremely well attended. There was lots of people. I talked to the food vendors up there. All the food vendors was pretty happy, and they was happy. They had lots of customers, and it was very well attended. So thank you everybody for what you do. I know it's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that nobody sees, but thank you for what you do. I think that was it. Was there something else, Miss Jean? I believe that's it. Yes, ma'am.
Can I throw something in, since you're going to talk about bridge? It's not necessarily bridge related, but I got a hold of the Xylem Tree Service guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that was originally here, his name was Wesley, he got removed. And there is a new guy in charge. According to the new guy in charge, he felt like they kind of made a mess of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I had a great conversation. His name is Robert Watson. And he is in charge of 3 towns. So he's in charge of Cherokee Village, Alicia, and Black Rock. And they're all in the same situation. It's kind of behind the 8 ball, didn't go smoothly. So I mentioned the citizens worried about the limbs that they cut that are left, about the pink ribbons. We had a big long conversation. And I've got his telephone number, and he says anyone is welcome to call
seeing a lot more of their trucks in the area and doing a lot more work, so. And I'm actually glad you brought that up, because I did have as people in the village have probably noticed, waste management, if we've been talking about the last couple of meetings, waste management are going to the new style side grapple trucks and which requires the use of their totes. They don't call them garbage cans anymore, we call them totes. They're totes. I got mine dropped off Friday, so I called them and they said, oh yeah, we have a third-party company gonna be dropping off the totes, and they're gonna start trying them out and seeing how they work. So I had a gentleman come in today with concern about how heavy, the totes being heavy, you know, the elderly population, the totes are kinda heavy and hard to handle. The questions about whether putting them on the, you know, putting them on level ground or close to the mailbox post. Well, Mr. Kendrick, usually my normal contact, he is out for medical reasons, so I got into contact with Mr. Wayne Bennett, and he sent me an email back that, and I believe, I'll get Miss Penny to post exactly what he said, but I believe it was as long as the can is not within 3 feet of any mailbox post, driveway post, it needs to have a 3-foot clearance area around it. And he said, as long as it's semi-level, just where it can stand upright and not fall over, he said, they can make it work. And he said, and the people that has problems with the full-size totes, he said if they can call the waste management office and make a note of it. He said they offer a tote, and I can't remember the size, but I'll get Miss Penny, we'll put it on the website, and that way it's out there for everybody to see, but it's they offer a tote that's a little bit smaller and weighs a little bit less. So he said if they have a problem with a heavy tote, they don't need the large capacity, we can get them a little bit smaller tote that's about 15 pounds less. We are working with them, so they're working with us.
Heather, can you give me the name of the gentleman you talked to?
Robert Watson, 757-406-1897.
Thank you.
We can move into the departmental reports. Do anything new to add, Mr. Police Chief?
No, sir.
Mr. Fire Chief?
No, sir.
Getting back into the full swing of the duties after
Mostly.
good deal. Everything's going good. Mr. Strict Superintendent, anything? No, we're gonna get to you at the end of it. Yeah, Bill and pins and needles.
Mayor, I have something for our street. Joey, is it possible for you or the guys, or maybe get some help? I've got one citizen that's kind of volunteered to help. What we need and what we're working on at one of the committees is we need kind of a street database, if you don't already have one. And, I can get with you sometime next week or so and go over what we're needing. But do you think that would be something you'd be willing to kind of work with us on? Right. It's basically how many streets does Cherokee have, which ones now, have 0 houses on them, and then start making like a priority list, going down with most traveled, ones that have the most houses, and kind of a tiered system. That's what I kind of need.
We can try.
And then,
I have a list that has the streets on, with structures on them versus the ones that don't.
that'd be great. That'd be a great starting point.
Because we use it as a cheat sheet when we get paged out, so they don't have to go through all the streets when we're trying to find it on the map.
Thank you, yes, that would be great. My other thing was, do we keep up, do we have records that would be easily pulled to show what streets within, let's say, going back the last 5-10 years, that already have, road work done to them?
I'd have to look and see, I'm not really sure, the only road that I've done since I've been superintendent, I've got them wrote down, but in the computer, that have a list of the last, before John, I can remember them, try to think of them, but,
Right.
they wasn't, it just depended on who, if we had them contracted or who.
All right, great. The
When we get into the old business, which is we'll have the three ordinances. I believe we'll have to do, like we did last month, we need to do we can vote to suspend the rules to read by title only.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Tatum, seconded by Mr. Martin to suspend the rules and to read the ordinances by title only. We have to do one for all three, we have to do it all three times, or just one and cover the three.
It's up to you.
We'll do all, yeah, we did one for each one last month, so consistency there. Roll call vote, please.
Rachel Tatum,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes?
Jeff Tatum,
Yes.
Lowe, Ishmael,
Yes.
Roland,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
motion passed.
Just for clarification, this ordinance number 2025-01. Would you care to read the title of this thing?
Ordinance 2025-01, an ordinance repealing ordinance number 2015-06, prescribing and establishing a permit and code to do business within the city of Cherokee Village, Arkansas, to levy an annual occupational fee for the carrying on of certain businesses, trades, occupations, industries, vocations, and professions within the city of Cherokee Village, Arkansas, establishing the time when such fee shall be paid, collection thereof, establishing penalties for the violation of Cherokee Village annual occupational permit ordinance, and enforcement thereof, providing supervision and regulations for the welfare of the future development of the business community of the city of Cherokee Village, Arkansas, and for other purposes.
Motion to approve.
Okay, now, if it so desires the council, we have enough council members tonight to pass, to waive the three readings of the ordinance, and we can go ahead, that way we don't have to read it for a third time.
They are ordinances that we had on the books and they're just rewritten,
Yes.
and they can be altered in the future, because of some of the wording I find a little bit objectionable, but put the ordinance through is no problem with me. For instance, I dislike seeing something that says planning and zoning. There's nothing that gives them any power to do anything other than the city council, so it should just be a city ordinance, not a planning and zoning thing. So, with that said, I'd be more than happy to second your motion to, I'll just go through the motion. I move to waive the three readings of this ordinance, and we're doing all three at the same, we're doing three separate ones? Three separate ones. So we'll do three separate. I move to suspend the rules and waive the requirements that an ordinance be read three times at different days for, consideration of ordinance number 2005-1, dealing with business annual occupation fees. And that ordinance be brought up for final passage without, necessity for reading the ordinance for the third time. I just think that.
Make a correction, I'm not trying to be picky here, but you said 2005 is 2025.
Well, yeah,
Just for clarification.
just like, here we go.
Motion on the floor. Got a second? Motion by Mr. Martin, second by Mr. Tatum to move to waive the three readings of the ordinance for ordinance number 2025-01. Roll call vote, please.
Martin,
Yes.
Jeff Tatum,
Yes.
Lowe,
Yes.
Ishmael,
Yes.
Roland,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
Rachel Tatum,
Yes.
motion passed.
We need to call it up for final passage.
He included the final passage in that.
Now, it would be up to the council whether we do it under the emergency clause.
There's no.
If we don't do the emergency clause, then ordinance goes into effect in 30 days anyway. number two, the second reading of ordinance 2025-02, repealing ordinance 2021-02 and 2021-02A, vehicles and junk. Another motion to suspend the rules to read by title only. Motion by Mr. Taylor, seconded by Mr. Martin, to suspend the rules and to read by title only on ordinance number 2025-02. Roll call vote, please.
Jeff Tatum,
Yes.
Lowe,
Yes.
Ishmael,
Yes.
Rowland,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
Rachel Tatum,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Motion passed.
And I make a motion to waive the three readings of this ordinance and move to suspend the rules and waive the requirement that an ordinance be read 3 times on 3 different days for our consideration of ordinance number 2025-02, dealing with repealing ordinance number 2021-02, 2021-02A, vehicle junk, and that the ordinance be brought to a final passage by the council without necessity of reading the ordinance 2 more times. Second.
Motion by Mr. Martin, seconded by Mr. Tatum to pass ordinance 2025-02. Roll call vote, please.
We do need to read the ordinance title.
Oh, yeah, read it. Yeah, Mr. See, look, takes a village to keep me in line.
Ordinance 2025-02, an ordinance repealing ordinance 2021-02 and ordinance 2021-02A, and establishing an ordinance to regulate unregistered wrecked or junk vehicles within the city limits of the city of Cherokee Village, Arkansas, providing for a penalty for the violation of the ordinance and for other purposes.
Roll call vote, please.
Lowe,
Yes.
Ishmael,
Yes.
Rowland,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
Rachel Tatum,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Jeff Tatum.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right. Old business number 3 is the second reading of ordinance 2025-03, repealing ordinance 2015-01, garbage and trash removal.
I make a motion that we put it on the floor for a vote.
Motion to suspend the rules and read by title only. Motion by Mr. Taylor to suspend the rules and read by title only. Seconded by Mr. Martin. Roll call vote, please.
Ordinance 2025-03.
Roll call vote.
Oh, to read it, okay.
Yeah, we're suspending the rules.
We are
It's a lot of ordinances.
Ishmael.
Yes.
Rowland,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
Rachel Tatum,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Jeff Tatum,
Yes.
Lowe,
Yes.
passed.
And we read them.
Now,
So, there might be a little bit out there. So the motion is to waive the 3 readings of this ordinance, move to suspend the rules and waive the requirement that an ordinance be read 3 times in 3 different days for our consideration of ordinance number 2025-03, dealing with repealing ordinance 2015-01, garbage and trash removal, and that the ordinance be brought up for final passage by the council without necessity of reading it 2 more times.
Motion by Mr. Martin, seconded by Mr. Taylor to pass ordinance 2025-03. Would you care to read the title real quick for clarification?
ordinance 2025-03, an ordinance repealing City of Cherokee Village, Arkansas ordinance 2015-01, and adopting rules and regulations concerning garbage and trash disposal and regulating abandoned, inoperable property, abandoned junk motor vehicles, household, and inoperable household appliances and litter for other purposes.
Roll call vote, please.
Rowland,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
a valuable piece of it. It's proved to be pretty valuable in the last couple of months about sending, information to the state for the auditor. I'll let, Ms. Penny be here. I was looking for my paperwork, I walked off of that, and it's in the office.
We are in the middle of an audit. Usually an audit goes every 2 years. For some reason, they're doing it for 2024 now. But it has to be done digital. So everything has to be scanned, stored, and put, and then sent. Luckily, February of last year, I started scanning some of this, so Misty already had it. But the program we have is outdated, so it doesn't work with things. So we finally made it work. We took a couple steps out. But we've talked about the cloud storage that we need on this. And I got a hold of John and got the paperwork is the new, it's sort of like the contract of what they're selling us. The only thing that's different in it, I asked him about our scanner. And as he put it, our scanner now has been replaced by this one, which has been replaced by this one, which now has been replaced by this one, and there's no guarantee it will work with the new program. So I told him to include that. You have in there, if you look on page 4, it will give you the breakdown of the cost of what we're looking at and the storage that we need. It also opens up the door to different programs that we can use in keeping records and also like invoicing and doing things like that.
And to go along with what Ms. Penny said, one thing that I learned, one of the things I learned when we was having this meeting is that as we're moving into the new age, the auditors, state auditors are, where they used to physically send an auditor to the city every 2 years to physically collect paperwork. They're going to transition into this to where they do the audit yearly electronically. They want you to have all your documents electronically scanned and, so they can get them cashed in an email. So they don't physically have to send somebody from Little Rock to the city hall to pick up boxes and boxes of information. Everything can be sent in electronic. Now, one of the things, this laser bench, I mean, we're gonna have to upgrade. We was gonna have to upgrade anyway because we're running out of space for our stuff, space in the cloud. Pardon me to think about that.
Pardon me?
We're running out of space in the cloud. The total cost is gonna be $7,052. Now, it's not a cost that has to be paid all up front. If you look on page 6, the breakdown, it has a 4-point breakdown where it'll be 22, 32. It'll come in four installment payments. So it's not like we're gonna be, we're not having to put $7,000 right down right now. It's gonna come in, in, I think we're probably the next couple. I mean, if we decide to do it tonight and we start, the 4 payments will be spread out over a couple of months.
So my question is where's the money coming from? I'm assuming the first payment's coming out of the old ARPA funds?
It just didn't come in, we'll have to go in the admin budget and do some.
And then we got a yearly maintenance fee, $2,200. Is that something we already had budgeted for? Is that one of the
We already pay a maintenance fee. It may not be like that. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but it may not, that might be a little higher than what we're paying, but we already paid one.
Yeah, we just have to get in the budget and do a little changing in some line items. It'll come out of the general fund as well, but we'll have to amend some line items in the budget for resume because it'll be added to the dues description of the admin. Eventually, the yearly maintenance fee will be, and I honestly can't remember, I have to ask Misty, but we're already paying about half of that, if I remember right.
And it talks about a trading credit,
Yes,
so we'll get something.
and we'll get something back for trading. I don't know exactly what yet, until they get up there, they'll get us something back.
Hey, Mayor, did the rest of the ARPA get spent just for the computers?
There is, which has
They
been,
got done, right? The
Mhm.
computers,
Yeah,
everyone wanted,
computers.
that's got done, and now
Yeah.
you're saying there's 2,900 left.
Yeah, basically, we was kinda saving that back because it was, when the IT guy shows up to do the IT, that's what we was gonna do, but it, honestly, that's money that's been earmarked for
Right.
IT and electronics, I mean, which laser fences and IT electronics, I mean, it falls underneath the same,
Do we have any idea when they're gonna come, get all that up and running?
We've been making, the guy, is it Blaine? I
Blaine.
can't always get them confused, Blaine is computer guy. I get him and the grant writer's name confused, Blaine's a computer guy. We called him, I had Anthony talk to him last week, what is today, Thursday, talked to him Monday, and said that he's just been covered up busy, but he's on the way, you know, it is.
We've started pushing a little bit more to get it done because CSA, which is your, main accounting program, they're coming down in August. They've already got that scheduled. And they don't want to do the updates that they need to do until after they put it in the new computers because they will be quicker and it'll go faster. The same thing with Laserfish. They want the new computers, since we're gonna have them, because it will go a little bit smoother.
So that needs to be up and running before they
Yes.
come in and do this next one.
Yes.
Yeah, so we started kind of pushing on them pretty hard Monday, saying, hey, we need a date, come get this done, we
And
need a date and time, come get it done.
this is the program that I gave you a couple months ago that said as of September, as of September, the price increases.
Yeah, we're gonna go up anyway.
Need a motion to.
So since it's already in the budget, you just have to rearrange the budget.
Yeah, I just gonna get the council's permission to move ahead with it, and that way when you see it, I mean, you know where it's going. Yeah, make a motion.
Make
How
a
about
motion
this?
to approve.
Motion by Mr. Tatum, seconded by Mrs. Tatum to approve the upgrade to laser fence. A total cost of approximately $7,052. Roll call vote, please. Spend your money.
Harrison,
Yes.
Rachel Tatum,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Jeff Tatum,
Yep.
Lowe,
Yes.
Ishmael,
Yes.
Roland,
Yes.
motion passed.
Old business number 4 is the update on the fire stations deeds. The last update that Miss Penny and I received was it paperwork, is that the attorneys being proofed, and when they get done with it, we'll hear, let us know.
And that's the last, that's, because that was the last update that we had last month as well, nothing new since then, any timelines given?
No.
We've,
Just, I sent an email, what, a week or so ago, just looking for an update because I knew I had counsel and I said, I know they're gonna be asking. And the reply was basically, it's at the attorney's.
And these updates we're getting directly from SID, we have not reached out to the attorneys ourselves to find out.
Yeah, they have not,
yeah, it's their turn.
their attorneys are doing it and they have not. I tried to answer some of the questions that people have brought to us about the questions of it, what they're looking at, just to clarify. Because a couple of the questions were, they thought they still had to pay closing fees. And it's like, no, we're paying closing fees, here's this. And I handed them that packet at their last council, or at their last city meeting, so that they would have it all.
How long do we just kind of let this live in this ambiguous, arbitrary space until we push to get some type of resolution and move the needle? Is there a timeline?
There's no timeline, at this point, there's a deed ready to go, and if they just sign it, we can go to the courthouse and file it for $50, and it will be done. And that's where we're at, all's in their court, we're just.
And that's the instruction that I gave them, that here's the 2 pages that they need to be signed by their commission. Your attorney needs to look at it. Once it's done, bring it back to me. I will get the mayor's signature on the last page, and then I will take them to the courthouse and do that.
And one of the questions that was asked is about paying the $50, but I said, we took care of that. The city council voted that the city is going to pay all the costs for the closure, so we're just.
So are we currently paying insurance on those buildings?
Sort of.
Yes, when we got our new bill 2 weeks ago, the fire stations were added back on, not just contents. When I went to talk to the mayor, it's like we're within 10 days of these supposed to be back on here because our actual goal was the 30th of June. So we let it slide, and I talked to municipal league, and I've got the whole list that these have not transferred yet, so we technically do not own them. Can we insure them? And they told me that, yes, we can go ahead and do this since it's going to happen.
I do remember you mentioning that, to me. Do we know as SID drops coverage on the buildings? I'd be curious to know that answer to that question.
Can our attorneys reach out to their attorneys and just find out, I mean, are there questions that need to be answered, or is?
I send them an email, just kind of say, if you guys got any updates for us or any questions, let us know, and that might.
One of their other questions was that someone decided they think every commissioner needs to sign sign it instead of just two. And I told him, I said, that's simple, just if you need that, let us know. It's as simple as going back and typing the signature page and changing one paragraph and getting it approved, and we'll get it back to you, but that hasn't happened yet.
And any changes that they might want to leave language would be simple. At this point, it's, from my understanding, it's pretty ready, so I'll reach out, send an email to their attorneys and see if they reply, and I'll go back to council about that.
Thank you.
And please include me on that so I can put it in my file. I keep testing and asking, and that's the question, that's the answer I'm getting back is, I'll let you know.
A while back, I know when we first started talking about this, we said the insurance value of the fire stations was a lot less than what they were valued at. Have we looked at that at all?
When it came back on the city's insurance, the value was back down to 675,000, not the 1.3 they were talking about.
Like the original values that we had on. Old business number 6, the building and grounds, the increased budget to hire the landscaper. The city inspector is doing the job. I've been talking, I would like if the city council wouldn't mind. I would like to see if I could find a seasonal worker that the city can hire to do some of the landscaping. To do the mowing, I'm talking about, not just doing landscaping, but do the mowing, let people while the weather, while the weather is, grass is growing. That would be something that the council, instead of going through the process of hiring a landscape company to do it, if we could just find a seasonal worker.
Who's the partner?
Do the,
Road department?
no, the building grounds. Yeah, they do building grounds, things on administration.
Well, and, just for clarification, we have, the city owns mowers and weed eaters and blowers and all that, so, and then as far as, this person's concerned, they'd be under the city's liability insurance and all that, would it be part-time or just full-time hours, but in a short, 60-day?
Yeah, it would be,
I mean, the mowing season's 8 months,
yeah.
so, and it could drag into 9 months if you do preventive winter cleanup and then until in the summer, so you're talking about, we need to establish what seasonal.
So,
And we're already at 7 months into the year, so
if we had a problem,
with the,
does the inspector say he doesn't have enough time in the day to do what he's doing, or?
it's been raised by some council members that they feel like the.
Which council members raised it?
I have problems with it.
Yeah, I've said something.
Okay, because this came from a council when Steve Thompson was here, we kind of talked and said everything's going along good. And what do you feel he's not doing in his duties?
Well,
What is he doing?
if you back up, the council brought up of that being put in the budget, the council approved that to be added to the budget. So at that time, the council as a whole agreed that that was something we needed to explore. I know some bids came in, I don't know where they went from there, because I got a phone call from one of the people that put in the bids, wanting to know why they hadn't heard anything. So I actually had to call the front office and get them the proper information that they needed. But he's a city inspector, and we've got so many problems with our, code enforcement, if there's extra time,
What?
like,
Well, we agree.
as far, no, hold on, like, what is in,
How is he shirking his duties? How is he not?
nobody's saying he's not doing his duties, but if we're so far behind and having so many problems around the village with code enforcement, would he not be better used on backup for that?
I'd rather be seeing the money go over to the road and street department to fill the potholes and stuff, because how short are you guys? I mean,
With all due respect, Councilor, that's a slippery slope, if we start asking that question at other departments.
but I mean, it's one of these things, it appears that it's been getting done for years. And as long as there has been no complaints other than YouTube that I've just first heard of today about his performance, our planning and zoning's performance, the inspector's performance. And,
You keep
know,
saying performance.
well,
That's
that's
not, nobody said that, nobody said that.
I'm just saying, maybe his time could be better spent doing the code enforcement.
We are
rather
passing
than-
new ordinances, and, we are passing new ordinances, and we need to focus.
we have 300 miles of road in Cherokee Village. That's important. So we have 300 miles of road in Cherokee Village. How many miles of that road is actually getting something done to it? How many, and we're trying to pull people, A&B Commission, into the city, and my road has gone steadily downhill since I've been on council. And he doesn't have enough people there to do his job.
Right.
But it appears that, the code enforcement officer has been doing his job, hits everything, gives us a report.
Code enforcement or city inspector, we're talking about two different positions.
Whoever's been doing it, has been doing it. How many, do we have any research showing that things are getting worse? You have some sort of thing that says, okay, we used to do this and now we're doing this. We used to have code enforcement, city inspectors, whatever we want to call them, that were like Barney Fife around here and really overdid their job. This one seems to have empathy towards the community. He tries to help the people out first.
Again, are you talking code, or are you talking
I'm
about
talking
code?
to the department, I'm talking what they're doing, I don't know why we're trying to pull somebody else to do what he's been doing.
Because we agreed as a council to do that. We put in the budget to hire a landscaper lawn crew to take over maintaining the ground so that our city inspector could do city inspections, code enforcement, building maintenance, and take the mowing off his plate. We budgeted for that, and then it never happened. And so it's more than just council members that are complaining about it, it's citizens calling, complaining, seeing their code enforcer or their city inspector out blowing or picking up sticks or mulching or mowing. And there's money that can be made,
Oh, so you're trying to make money off of this instead of being,
Really, that's what you
oh,
got?
that's what you just said it, money to be made. No, a code enforcement officer, and they're there for public safety, and that's their job. It's not to try and, it's not to try and send people to jail or have
Totally
these people
agree,
that don't
Peter.
have,
Totally
don't
agree.
have the property the way you like it, or somebody in the village from Thunderbird coming over to my community and telling me, oh, I don't like the way this house looks, let's send in code enforcement. I'm the one who lives
It's
there.
not even about that, it's about the safety of houses getting built, it's inspecting electrical, plumbing.
And he hasn't been doing that?
But why is that all of a sudden a part of his job description? Just
Because it's
he-
been a part of his
No,
job
he has been
description,
doing it as more or less a favor to the city, not because it's his job.
but it's been being done through 2 administrations already.
Can I say something? Can we move this to our next working meeting?
Good idea, I like that. Make a motion.
Wait, hold on, I have a question. Move it for what reason? Is it because we're gonna ask him to be here at a meeting?
I think that's what we all need to just sit down and talk about.
Because-
All need is just, I don't think everybody's in agreement, and I think we just need to sit down with him, and sit down with the mayor, everybody, and discuss it.
So what you're proposing is that we have a Monday night working meeting before our next council meeting, and we ask him to
We
come and,
normally do, so, yeah.
well, I know, sometimes we do.
Move
sometimes we
it to
don't.
that meeting, so we can sit down and discuss it.
And yes, him being
So,
here would be good, so. we can
Agreed with
ask
that,
him,
absolutely.
And maybe there are stuff that we're not seeing not getting done, that we will have.
Well, I mean, before
So-
things are done, it'd be nice to have some sort of, okay, he's not doing his job, but show me where he's not doing his job, or there should be a
Yeah.
I
I don't either.
Can I make that motion, please, to move this to the next?
Well,
working
before
meeting?
we do, I'm gonna ask, are you gonna be at the working meeting, Peter?
I was at the one this week, and nobody was at.
We didn't have one this week.
Well, I was there. As I had something to mention, I was there. So anyways, the thing about it, it sounds like somebody's got, somebody's.
No. That's what it works. There's a motion on the floor, that's
I will,
I'll second.
I will be happy to second it with the caveat that it will get discussed at this working meeting, and we will have.
and that he will be there and he will be here.
Well, the other thing too is,
Who said it?
I'll second.
And I'll second it too.
Okay, my motion by Mr. Taylor, and second by Ms. Taylor to move the old business number 6 to a working meeting, which will be 18th of August at 6 P.M. here in the courtroom.
gotcha.
Here, be square. Oh, and just for clarification, Peter, it's not necessarily, it's not saying that somebody is not doing their job. It's saying that a certain person may be doing entirely more than what their job should be doing.
We have a lot of employees that do that.
Agreed, and when able, we need to take a look at it and take inventory of that and determine if the juice is worth the squeeze and if that's something that we should be expecting from someone else.
Which we did when we put the money in the budget. And we voted yes to it.
With all due respect,
The motion's been made.
No, true, but I think what the mayor said is very important, because especially when someone's not at this meeting, you know, and it's happened many times before, something is said and taken out of context, and then it's hurtful to people, and it starts a lot of drama that doesn't need started. So thank you, Mayor, for stating that. No one said it was my dad's job.
Yeah, and it can be taken out of context, and with that being said, there was I had one of the employees from the planning and zoning office express concern today because 2 council members had talked to that person in their office and told them that the planning and zoning department was being eliminated and they wasn't going to have a job. So you have to be careful what you say, because your words get twisted sometimes, so be very careful.
Can you repeat that, what got said?
That the planning and zoning department was being eliminated and they was not going to have a job.
But who said, who, council member said something to the department?
Yes. From 2 council members.
Are the council members in the room with us
I
right
did
now?
not, it was not me, it was not me.
Not me.
I talked to planning and zoning department.
So, anyway, new business number 1 is the pickup truck for the
Wait a
street
minute.
Doesn't
department.
make any
You got a motion. Did you vote?
Oh, did
I don't think we know.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you, Ms. Penny. I want a roll call vote.
And this is what,
Move it to a
What
working
do you
meeting.
mean on the 18th of August?
Penny.
Okay. Rachel Tatum,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Jeff Tatum,
Yes.
Lowe,
Yes.
Ishmael,
Yes.
Rowland,
Yes.
Harrison,
yes.
motion passed.
New business number 1 is the pickup truck for the street department. Mr. Joey? we wouldn't come to the front, please. Myself and Mr. Joey, been, I know I've touched on this several times throughout the year, we got the, and, he's actually went through the inventory, what we got, 5 or 6? We got a tractor and 4 vehicles in it, or was it 6, I can't remember, there's 5 or 6 items that we're gonna surplus, but they need to get surplus, the street department is, well, let's be honest, they're beyond serviceable repair. I mean, 2 of them are 86 model, an 85 model truck, and 86 model tractor.
Same thing as about 4 trucks and a trailer, is that what you said?
I think it's a tractor and 4 vehicles, isn't it?
We've had tractor put up for, it's been years, we've just been banging it along, and we've got a previous truck that's pulling the skid steer right now, 2-wheel drive, it's not really suited for the job,
And
but,
it's 5 or 6 model.
97, 2-wheel drive, and it's getting,
It's had issues.
it's getting sore, it's getting
Is that the tractor they use for bush hog?
Yes, the tractor is used for.
it runs the single wire.
Second wire motor inside the room.
It's one that come over from SID,
It's been around a while.
and so,
It's been through a flood, pretty good several times, but anyway, what we found is a used 2014 F-250 pickup 4-wheel drive. It's a gas burner, I'm not a big diesel fan anymore with the stuff that goes on, but it's a gas burner. We went and looked at it today, it's a clean truck, it's got a little bit of damage on the bed of it already, so maybe not get too upset with the dent on it, but it's very repairable, nothing wrong with it. And, we can get it for a pretty good price, and price it for $10,500. And, we already got a snow plow set up that can go in front of it. It's gonna be, the plan for it is to replace the 85 model, the 86 model snow plow truck, and the 97 model truck that we're pulling our equipment with. It's a 2-wheel drive and has issues. Come out of the street department.
I make a motion to pass.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Tatum, Mrs. Tatum, seconded by Mr. Martin to approve the purchase of a 2014 F-250 4-wheel drive pickup truck. I'll have to get you the VIN number, it's on my phone.
Out of just curiosity,
150, which is quite a few miles less than most everything that's out there. And, I'll get you the VIN number, Miss Penny, it's on, I got a picture of it on my phone, so we can tag it to the motion.
Hey, were those other trucks diesel or gas?
there's
The 2 Chevrolet diesel,
the 2 other Chevrolet.
which are the 85 and 86 model. They're surplus military trucks, where they come from. They call them yellow birds, if you ever seen them running around in the bright yellow, school bus yellow.
Is there an inventory list somewhere of all the equipment that the road department has with, like, it didn't have to get crazy, but like year, make, model? I just for my own, just because I'm still getting my feet, but I'd love to see that list.
Yeah, I think I got still got them on.
You know, it'd be great
I'll take
if council every January, beginning of the year, or even when budget starts, if we could have an updated every year list from each department. So
since Ms. Pam brought it up, I was gonna go ahead and warn the council that, our next thing that me and Joey was talking about is we're gonna try to find right now they're using the 1986 model tractor for the bush hogging. We're gonna try to find us a newer tractor that they can actually get parts for and the mower, because like I said, that old sycamore mower, I'm 48 years old, it would probably be as old as I am. It's been around a while. So I just gonna let you know, probably next month I'm gonna come to you for looking for a tractor and a mowing device. So, we're down to comments and questions. Any comments, questions, public, council? I just wanna say thank you for everybody for being here too.
I didn't sign up on the list or anything, but you know, everything was going on, I just had a thought. Jan Madsen, 6 Arapahoe Road. Several months ago, I had talked about the inspector or code enforcer, whatever you're calling them, because of the house up the street from me, and we had talked about it a little bit, because it was the fact that at the time, he was doing a lot of the mowing and everything like that, and I'm sure with the heat that there's been, he's probably doing a lot of it too, with all the rain and the heat and that, but, that was several months ago that I brought it up, that it seemed to be an issue, and that's when I think you guys started kind of talking about it a little bit, yeah. But, the other thing that came to mind was we used to have a representative, a state representative, that seemed to be able to help the city out sometimes with some of the equipment. I don't know if we have any connection like that anymore, but that's the thought I had, is that we did have a representative, wish I could remember his name, that was very good about getting us other equipment and stuff like that. It was used, you know, from other parts of the state, but he was really good about getting us help with other equipment. It'd be nice if we could make that kind of a connection again, if we don't have it anymore.
Our representative now is Tristan.
Yeah,
He's,
he's,
I mean,
he is, Mr. Stein, yeah, I can tell you that.
Contacts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're blessed to have him, he's a very good representative for our area.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Eden, second by Mr. Martin, we adjourn, all in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign, motion passes, I wanna thank everybody for being here.